That's my goddamn president. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Arcane Lounge podcast, episode 198. And we're freaking live, y'all.
This is actually 199.
It's 199, actually, technically. But welcome. It's the live podcast today. Not going to be much different other than you're getting it right now as we film it. Because this is also how we film it. And also maybe the audio isn't as good as it normally is. But thanks for joining, everybody. We wanted to do this Critical Role episode right now because, well, the new episode is tomorrow. And we got together and watched it live. And it was a lot of fun. And we have a lot of thoughts. And we didn't want to get the episode out kind of late. So here we are. We're going to talk about it. And what our thoughts were and what our feelings were. And oh, my God, gnomes? Gnomes, it's been 8,000 years. What's up, my guy? How you doing? Thanks everybody for joining, though. Appreciate you. I think I just want to jump into it. If you guys, unless you guys have anything else that you want to add to this, cool. All right, salute the Sinclair dinosaur. He's a podcast president now.
Yeah.
And all of our supplicants are pinworms. So this is going to be our two things.
Yeah.
And maybe we should hold an election. Pinworm president or Sinclair dinosaur president? Whoa.
Wow.
A singular pinworm, or is it a bunch of them?
I feel like it's like a bunch.
Okay.
I also hate that.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm going to go turn the air down really quick because it got really hot out of nowhere. And it's probably because we went live and my heart rate went. So,
Why didn't
yeah.
You
What?
can do it on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
You don't gotta get
I'll just
up.
sit on my phone and do this.
Yeah.
All right. We watched episode 1 of campaign 4. We watched it together.
Well, yeah,
Almost
a
the
whole
whole
goddamn
thing all
bunch.
together. It was you and Mia and a bunch of our other fellow friends who were there as well. Dieter and Jack were there, and Jeff was there, and Albert was there for a little bit. And we were so intently watching. I missed a little bit in the middle, but because we were putting the kids to bed.
Yeah.
Mostly had to do with Laura Bailey's character, but for the most part. Yeah, so I think this is almost like a movie review. This is interesting.
Kinda.
We'll do like a non-spoiler version if you haven't watched it, and then we'll be like, okay, it's spoiler time, and we'll get into it there. So let's start with that. What did you guys? So non-spoiler, general vibe of the entire episode. Somebody has come up to you and they're like, "Oh, did you watch the new Critical Role episode?"
No.
But don't spoil it. What did you think of it?
You want to go first? You want me to go first? Okay. I think it's potentially the most well-woven together story that we've gotten so far. I think there's a lot of trust that I think Brennan has given the players, and all of them trust him explicitly, and they have really built this together. And
Yes.
that's super evident in the way that none of them are, they're all professionals, right? And they're all like performing professionals, so you expect it to some degree, but there's no like shock whenever Brennan goes, this is what's going on. I need you to be in this intense moment of grief. And they are. Or
Yes.
I need you to be in this intense moment of like elation. And you just are. They're really good. And for to see 14 professionals all at once.
I know.
It's kind of mind-boggling how good it was.
Do you want to jump in here, Spencer? Or okay, I have to.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I forgot to add.
The Discord? Okay. That's okay. I have to agree with you. It's incredible. It was if I'm going non-spoilers, somebody wants to watch it and they want to know my opinion about it, it would be that it's good. It's really good. It's really fun to watch. Don't pay attention to any of like the proper nouns or any if you're trying to understand the world in the first episode, you won't. It's already kind of lived in a little bit, and that's the vibe I think they're going for. It's going to be a little confusing at first because it was to me, but as soon as you kind of start to see what this episode is and what it's going to be, you're like, okay, I'm on the ride, and it's really good. It's honestly just so impressive how they're able to get everybody because you see all 13 players, and it's really cool how they weave them into the story and how good they are at bouncing off of one another. And I was surprised to learn some things that I'll probably talk about more in spoilers. But initially, I was just amazed. I was just watching the whole thing, and I was just like, it's hard to have an opinion because I'm just amazed.
Yeah.
I was a little confused here and there, but that's okay. That's just kind of I'm sure I'm going to start figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you guys have said, and I think the point of it is to be a little bit confused, right?
Yeah.
I love every player and every character at the table.
Yeah.
Brandon's doing an amazing job, and I'm excited for more.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to keep up with it, but I think with campaign 3 we didn't stick with it for very long, mostly because we didn't really have a lot of time. But this one I'm like, I want to keep watching it, but I just don't know if I'll be able to.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, we're going to try.
Yeah.
And I'm excited at the idea that there's like multiple tables. That's really fun. Because maybe, I'm not saying there's not a table I don't want to watch, but maybe there's one I really want to watch.
Yeah.
And so I will have the choice to be like, oh, okay, I can't watch all the time, but I can watch this.
Yeah,
So,
I want to know what the split is going to be. Do we know that?
I don't know. Well, I know that they have general themes.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't know if we know enough to, or maybe we could guess something like that today, where we're trying to figure out the schemers, soldiers, and
seekers and role players.
Schemers?
Schemers.
yeah,
I don't know.
Schemers, seekers, soldiers.
Mark T donated $100 and said,
Oh
"Thank you so
my.
much for the live podcast. Love you guys." Mark T.
Thank you,
My
Mark.
God,
Wow,
thank you,
so
Mark.
sweet.
It is so sweet of you.
This might be a
Appreciate
little
you.
beta test of maybe a 200th episode.
Yeah, 200th episode,
That's
maybe doing a
coming
live
up.
episode. Tree Man also donated 5 subs. Thank
Tree
you,
Man
Tree
with the
Man.
5.
Thank you for the gifted memberships.
sweet.
Appreciate you. I want to highlight something that Gabe just said in the chat, which was they should have bunked the table and have the GM elevate and descend with a hydraulic button. And Quartz Psionic said, way sadder than I ever expected, but it
Yeah.
was really cool. And Albert said, my only gripe is that we didn't get more of a Bria's character. I think I just want more of all of the characters, really. Like, I agree with you, Albert. There were characters I'm like, God, I wish I got to see more of you.
Yeah.
And okay, that I think that if you're like, cool, I now know the opinions of this podcast and you don't want spoilers, that's where it ends. So now we're just going to jump into it as if you've seen it. So we're going to talk about spoilers and everything. And this is only the first episode.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot because it's a brand new world and
one's tomorrow.
a lot of things I've seen. I I'm not really on Twitter. I'm maybe thinking about going back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not really on Twitter. I don't know. I'm
would
tired
you-
of missing out on shit. Everybody's fucking
you
on
don't
it.
There
miss
ain't
out
no
on
fucking
anything.
way.
Miss out
You're
on a
missing
lot
out-
of
Yeah,
stuff.
you're missing out a lot on like getting your spokes kicked in by your stick you put in.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get into it. But I do like dip my toes a little bit into some Critical Role community. I passively see it. I don't really engage in it. I don't. So I've seen some general thoughts of people, and I don't really want to get into all of it because a lot of it's kind of a mess. But one thing I think has been really funny that I've been seeing is people being like, hey, what is this? And the comments are always like, we don't know because this was the first episode.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, got it. So I think that was, if I get into how I thought in like the first like hour, I was like that. I was like, was I not paying attention? There's a lot of things that I don't know. No. And then the second hour, which I've now repeated, I think like 3 times to both of you, but now I'm saying it for everybody. I was like, oh no, I get it. Yeah. I'm not supposed to really know what some of this stuff is, and I'm going to learn the context of it as we go, which is great. What are you laughing about over there?
Well, nothing, just the chat's being funny.
Oh yeah? What are they saying over there?
Nothing.
What are they doing?
They're just trying to get Blue Sky and some other stuff about.
Get Blue Sky bomb Arasaka. All right, I hear you. Various Forms of Dormammu has been a member for 18 months and said Dormammu was slightly worried it wouldn't feel like Critical Role, but we still have the same editing. Very little. And we'll still have Sam ads through the theater. Dormammu's appeased and excited. Okay, yeah, I guess let's go chunk by chunk. Okay. The opening, that cold open into Brennan, just like someone you love is going to die, and it's just Liam at the table. Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good. I really liked how they transitioned into the kind of like the ad segment, which was it's edited, but it's very fun. I like that they're still getting to do it. I thought that was a really smart way to do it. And they're still getting to be the whole bit with Sam was really funny.
Yeah.
I love that. And then coming back into the game, I was the most confused all the way from that point until like Sam and Whitney's character showed up. And then I was like, okay, because I think it was just a lot of emotion. It was really sad. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, wait, did I miss something? I don't know what's going on. But then I realized, oh, no, wait, no, that's the point. Nobody knows what's going on. Mm-hmm. And now we understand that the whole point of this game is that they're at a funeral, at a wake. And I believe there was a point when we all got up to get food and you were like, yeah, typical D&D, you guys all meet at a tavern. How about you guys all meet at a funeral? And I was like, it's really good.
Very good.
It's really good.
You can go ahead if you have something to say.
Liam O'Brien, my love.
Really though, dude.
I was like, oh, it's him. Oh, he's devastated. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. Oh, now we have matching drinks. Look at us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone was just acting their asses off. It was great. Like even when Sam and Whitney showed up, it was like, this is definitely going to like cut a lot of the tension, right? But it was like, still, I didn't even feel safe. I was like, oh, this is still like very like Sam's character kind of fucked up without realizing that he fucked up.
Oh my God, I love that.
And Whitney was nothing like, or not Trinity. Tyranny was nothing like I thought.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be very like pious. And,
Me too.
But it was.
That was very welcome for me because it was a lot of like, I was like, oh, is this going to be the theme of the whole episode? And then when we got to see other characters and see how drastically it started to shift, and this was just how the vibe of these first characters that we met, I was like, I was having a lot of fun. I freaking love Tyranny so much. I love Sam and Whitney's characters a lot. What is Sam's character's name?
Wickander.
Wickander. They were calling him Wick a little bit. That's cool. And then I think I was just vibing the rest of the episode. I missed the middle, but you kind of caught me up a little bit. I missed when they introduced Laura's character, which I heard was very sad. Then I caught the rest of it. So, all right. I guess. Oh, did you have anything you wanted to add to like the beginning, kind of first half segment?
I don't think so, but I think a lot of it, just kind of to come off what you guys are saying, is I think the first thing I talked about usually in like the larger group was like, you have to see this as the first like 15 to 20 minutes of like the Lord of the Rings, right? Like people are saying there's a lot of proper nouns, but there really aren't. If you look at the like things we've already adjusted to and you've already like digested, the beginning of Lord of the Rings is more complicated than a guy's at a funeral being public executed.
I agree.
So like,
I agree.
We have the capability to understand more.
Yes.
The thing is, what I was talking about with Mia is that where a movie, we know it's going to wrap up within 3 hours, so we're willing to give it our full attention and then go, I know what questions I have will be answered within minutes.
Yep.
This one, we have to understand that because it's a long form content, the answers will be answered in probably months.
Yes.
If not a year because of how these things work, right? We're seeing 1% of what is going to happen.
And the Lord of the Rings is such a crazy good comparison because it's a big thing to. I think it's a common thing to compare a lot of D&D to like Lord of the Rings, but I don't know. I found that they're very different. There's not a lot of it that I see within like a lot of actual plays or even previous Critical Role campaigns. So I'm like, that's a little bit of Lord of the Rings, but it's like it's just like the vibe. This episode, it felt like in the beginning, and the fact that he was like it was like if Bilbo, instead of it being his birthday, it was him about to die, you know? And it's kind of similar in that same way that it's like, now now we're talking about like this character, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the story and how these characters are kind of like connected to the event, the like starting event.
That's kind of what they're doing with the beginning of that, where they're talking about the ring and how like humanity lost and how like Sauron lost his ring or whatever.
Yeah.
We all kind of get that. You just need that little like foundation to be able to talk about everything else from now on.
Yeah.
Someone made a little flow chart
Oh
about
God.
like, how everyone is connected.
That chart
It's really,
is insane.
it's very helpful.
Yeah.
And it's like also like the colors are like, oh, this means like a romantic connection or a familiar connection.
That's cool.
I want to try to find who it was. I just screenshotted it.
I love that.
Yep. Man, chat, you guys are really popping off right now.
Sorry, chat's funny today.
Yeah. Gnome said, opening with Brennan shook me. I was like, where's my Sam? Is he safe?
Yeah.
Is he all right? Okay, I think I want to get into world feels lived in. Draconi said that.
Yeah.
Totally 100% agree. And I think that like, I was telling Spencer that it almost went through 3 filters in my brain after watching it. I watched it as like an audience member. Then I watched it as like then I had all my thoughts processed as like somebody who just watched this just to watch it. And then it's like all my thoughts processed then again as somebody who really likes D&D and likes Critical Role. And then it all processed again as somebody who also streams an actual live play on the internet. And then it's like every time it went through, it like changed my opinion about everything. And it was like, you really just have to kind of give yourself some context when you think about Critical Role and analyze it, because it's not fair to me to be like overly critical over somebody who maybe is doing something in character that like you don't like, because they're also experimenting and they're also playing a game at the table, you know? So I don't know. Not that I don't think any of the characters or any of the players really like upset me in any way. I was like, yeah, this is great. This is a lot of fun. If anything, I was just impressed the whole time. I was more under the impression that it was all planned out, not scripted, mind you, but like they had like a flow chart, like a plan of how to do the episodes that they could realistically get everybody in. And I didn't watch like the after talk thing that you did watch, Pepper, and you were telling me that like it actually wasn't planned like kind of at all. Like
I think it was probably really, really, really broad strokes.
Yeah.
God.
I think to some degree, like I think the best example is for Laura's, because Laura has that really, really tight conversation with with Liam's brother. I think they knew genuinely what was going to happen. Like they genuinely kind of knew, they kind of had a general understanding, but they didn't really understand like all the like the bones and everything in it until they got into the to that moment. Yeah, because I think there's a lot of times where people, you can see them even watching it, they're trying to process what he's saying. Yeah, and there's that moment where people get up and go, okay, we're going to leave and you're going to have the thing, and Bryn goes, no, you two stay, you guys leave. Yeah. And then they were like, oh. So clearly there aren't like... They didn't like really know the exact plan, yeah. I think it's just everyone knew and came in with a different idea. That is just insane to me. That is just insane that they pulled it off so well in a good time frame. Like, man, they killed it. Like, they genuinely just killed it. And there's nothing in me that can even begin to critique that, because I know I don't have an inkling of like what they, I guess all I have is an inkling of like what that requires, because their setup is leagues beyond anything that I've ever even been on or interacted with. But I know what it's like to run a D&D game live on the internet. It's so hard, and to even get it to be cohesive is a difficult thing. To get 13 people to get around and get them all introduced and all of them to role play together requires everyone to be at their best and everybody to be involved in this thing and doing everything that they possibly can to make this like game work. And they're all kind of on their toes, and that's just insane. It's just insane. So goddamn,
they pulled it off.
They pulled
Very
it off.
Well.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were hesitant about a group of 13.
I was definitely.
Eventually they're going to split and be in smaller groups, but.
And that's another thing. I was before going in, I was worried. I was like, how is this going to make sense? How are we going to learn the gist of 13 characters in one episode? There's no way we see them all. I didn't even think we were going to see them all in the first episode. And then as they started to rotate, I was like, oh, we're going to see everybody. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm just impressed. I'm just amazed. I'm impressed. It's very good. Just from a technical standpoint, just looking at it from that sense, I'm like, good God, there was a bit where Dieter was like, Brennan's brain has to be just like on fire right now. I can't even imagine. God. Anyways, who's your favorite character? Let's jump into it. Let's do it. Who do you like the most?
I really like Ashley's character.
Oh my God, she came in at the end.
She's cool as shit.
Did you watch that part yet?
Yes, yeah. I've seen everything.
Okay, cool. Right, I think it was Mia who hadn't watched it yet. Sorry, yeah, God, the way that and their set. Oh my God, the way it like changed when she came in, and they had like the sound effects play. Oh God.
Yeah, I can't remember who said it. I don't know if it was someone within our group or someone online or something that they referenced in their cooldown. But it's cool that Brennan did this thing where he started it really early in the morning within the setting, and then it slowly got to night, and the entire episode transitioned through the day, and the set changed through the day.
So cool.
And they kind of went through all of like the different like themings and like weathers and stuff. It was very cool.
Oh, I loved it. Which character are you attached to the most?
I think I'm always a Sam Riegel stan.
Yeah.
I love Wakander so much.
Yeah.
He's great.
I
he did a
also-
spit take. He did a spit take live episode. That was crazy.
I also really like Alex Ward a lot, so I'm very excited to see what he can do.
Yeah.
And I love his character. It's so hard. I think it's going to be easier in the grand scheme of things when we see so much of this campaign come out. It's going to be easier to say what's your table versus who's your favorite, because there's just so many.
Yeah.
It's hard to say like we're talking about ranking all of them in like a tier list. No one hits below like a B or an A.
Oh no, no, they're all
so they're all
awesome.
like
my
all stars.
God. Okay, there was one thing when we were looking at all the characters, because once those character cards came up, we were all like, oh, and we were all like, I was like, this is our sport. We were like, check out that wisdom, check out that wisdom.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's playing a charisma cleric.
Yeah.
Is he, or we don't know, but like his career, and I just remember every time stats came up, we were like, God damn, these stats are crazy. And I heard, this is a rumor, so I don't actually know if it's true or not. Somebody can correct me, but I heard that online that the way they did stat generation is they rolled 5d6 and they took the highest, which is why they have higher stats. So it's, I guess, supposed to be a little bit.
The highest of what?
They roll 5d6 and then they add the 3 highest numbers together.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
sorry,
cool.
that's what I meant.
I love that.
Yeah.
Too?
They dropped the lowest too. Yeah, so they were they intentionally leaned in the direction of having a higher stat
That's good.
spread, which is cool. I think that's a cool way to run
Brennan's
it.
gonna destroy them.
And I think he can do it. Is the thing. Like, I have no doubt. Like
fair. It's
when
fair.
I look at those stats, it's more like I'm looking at it from my perspective of like, man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I would be too scared to let my players have too high of stats, but I know he can pull it off.
Brennan wants them to be powerful, so he can be powerful too.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's,
That's
how
awesome.
it works.
Yeah.
They're also starting at level 3.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you ever start at
wouldn't
level
you?
3 in
Damn
2024
right.
D&D?
And Laura's character does have a 3 strength, which I love so much.
Does she really?
Yes.
Oh my god,
It's a
that's
3
amazing.
or a 4, right? Her strength.
Yes, I think it's it's very, very low.
Yeah.
I wonder if she rolled her if they
They
decided
probably
that.
went, and this will be a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she was probably like, I really want my
Yeah.
strength to be
That's
low
cool.
or something. Yeah.
I like that.
Well, she's 4 inches tall. She's gonna be.
Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many things in chat right now.
I think my favorite character is Sir Julian, Matthew's character.
Yeah.
He's up there
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh man, I love him so much. Him and Robbie's character as well.
Yeah.
I was, those are the two I was like, my brain really liked. So,
Yeah.
but I really do love all the characters. I love that Liam's playing a bard. I love that line where he says he's like a life. He is wrinkles on his face of a life well lived.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus, bro. I love that Abria's character was just interacting with every character.
Yeah.
Like, she definitely felt like a bit more of like the extrovert of the group, and she's like, I was like, relate. That's very cool. I even love that she like she had that deer watching over the body, and then she was keeping an eye on Matt's character, who very clearly did not like the guy who died.
Yeah.
Or in the moment, we know now, right? But then she was like, all right, the deer leaves just to give you this moment. That he's just like, you fucking little shit. He was like, I thought you died twice. I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
Spit on him too.
I know,
Spit on the
Jesus.
goddamn corpse.
Yeah.
Crazy.
As wake.
Man, I loved Alex. His character is very
Yeah.
cool, their character. And there's so many. Marisha's character was insane. Okay, the funniest part too was that Dieter hadn't seen any of the art
Yeah.
before.
I love
were you
that.
there when okay, so when
wasn't.
Marisha's character got introduced, Dieter hadn't seen any of the art, so they threw up the art and Dieter went, oh, whoa! It was really funny. We were laughing. And oh god, I fucking love Marisha's character as well.
One
Like
thing
a
that I
lot.
loved that Brennan did was if there were the characters that weren't seen at the actual
Mm-hmm.
execution, he has them like go back and say like what they did see.
Yeah.
That was so fucking cool.
Yes.
It's like, so now everyone
Yes.
who was there and was a witness, we
Like
saw
when-
it through them.
Like when Travis's character got introduced,
Yeah.
and then we were like, okay, where were you when the
Yeah.
execution happened? I was like, I fucking love
Yeah.
this.
I think
love-
it's really interesting to have that set up, because not only does it fill us in as the audience, but also I think if you didn't do that, Wakander would have got so much heat
yeah.
when
Yes.
he first entered. But I
Yeah.
think because of that, the characters and the players are now like ready to receive a character that is semi like antagonistic to
Yeah.
space. So they were more willing to give him like grace in that moment and kind of go, I'm gonna rub you a little bit because you're the guy that killed him, but but now as a player I understand clearly you had other like
intentions.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that's a really clever way, not only to let us in, like what you're saying, but for the players at the table, they're like, oh, I now know this character even better. I don't have to worry about like trying to like interact with a stranger.
And they just did such a good job at like, maybe they didn't know what each other were going to necessarily play, or maybe they did. I know that their characters were kept very secret for campaign 2, right? Like they didn't really know what each other were playing. I don't know if that was entirely true with this campaign, which is probably a good thing. But they probably didn't know too much about them, but they still did such a good job at like giving them like the room to like play their character for a minute, and then also kind of reeling it back in to be like, okay, we're going to focus on the story now. I really, from the part that I got to watch with Laura's character, it was funny to watch Robbie kind of go off into like a rant a little bit, and Laura kind of like brought him back in. He was like, oh yeah. And I was like, God, they're so good at this. Oh man. It's so good. I think my favorite part of the entire episode was Julian and God, I cannot remember Abria's character's name, but when their characters, at the end were like,
gonna make us a cheat sheet.
It was right. It's they have an argument and they're talking, and it established so much. It was like, oh my God, there's so much that is getting established between both of these characters. And then Ashley's character interrupts it as she walks in. I was like, oh! I was like, absolute cinema.
That's how you should make your players feel at the table. She's level 3, but her introduction doesn't say so.
No.
Her introduction says, I am God sent.
That's what I was about to say is there are some characters who feel like they've been this for a long time and some characters who don't. And so it's very cool that they're all kind of testing and playing and doing different things like with the story of their character. I'm very excited. And that's the thing. I just yearn to know more about all of the characters, which is just so exciting. It's so fun. So I can't wait to watch episode tomorrow. We're gonna try to watch it.
Yeah,
we're gonna try. But I really want to keep up with this one. I'm very excited to see where it goes. Trying to think of anything else, and I'm like, man, that was like standout. And I like, what?
Nothing. I was thinking about Ashley Johnson.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, she was standing too at the table. That was crazy.
When I saw that, I was like, why has no one done this ever?
Yeah.
Why has no one done that kind of power move at the table?
I know.
Why is that? I've never seen that anywhere.
Yeah.
Why aren't people doing that? You use the space you have. And it's so good. I do want to say just a little thing that you can tell. They're seasoned players for sure, right? But you can tell there's also really, really in tune seasoned DMs at the table with them. Because anytime you see a DM jump in, whether that's Luis or Bria or Matt, even to some degree Liam, right? They're jumping in and they're playing really hard. Yeah. But you can see them like go, my prompt, take my prompt, play it up, give it back.
Yeah.
And you can just see it because Bria's even that. I think that moment where she gives Matt the like reins to have his moment, but not like step on him, really shows as a DM their ability to go, I know where the spotlight should be in this moment, so I'm going to have a moment so I don't just leave it and it's a weird vacuum. I set you up. Here's your time to play.
And I think that's why I just love that interaction between the two of them. I was just like, it was just, it's so good. It's so cool.
Luis is very similar because Luis does his own thing too. So like, to start with the two biggest ones, plus at the end of the last Calamity thing that Brennan did, he really relied on Liam. Yeah. And the first one, he really relied on Luis. Yeah. So to come in with the two bangers that they're kind of like his boys that are like, I'm going to come at you super hard. I need you to like play back with me. Yeah. It almost feels like the entire like Calamity stuff was him playtesting, going, you two are going to be my guys at the beginning of campaign 4.
I know, yes.
It just feels right for them to play together.
I had something I wanted to say about that, but I can't remember what it was. You were talking about it was like the DMs, and it's like them kind of like interacting with each other. Oh man. I remember when Luis and Travis were talking to each other. There's a point where one of them says like, I give him a tug, and Alex and Abria are in the back like, and they can't. I was like, this is the most relatable thing, because that is our games. That except if it was us, we'd be like, ha ha, gay. You said tug. Now kiss. And that was really relatable. It was funny seeing them be like, nice. I also just, I don't know. It was just so dynamic. It still felt like a game, which was the crazy part too. I would kind of like get pulled back and be like, oh yeah, this is a D&D game. A role would show up and I'd be like, oh right, I forgot. So I'm excited to see more of it. I think the biggest thing too is like story and like nerves are the highest in like these first episodes. And I'm really excited for when it calms down a little bit and we get into like, I don't know. It's weird to say I'm excited for like boring D&D stuff. Yeah. Like when they're just kind of like, how does this work again? Oh, you have to do this. And they're like planning. I don't know. I'm really excited to see these characters do that. So, and do like a combat. I know we got like a little initiative in there that I kind of missed, but like,
Laura getting introduced with a death save is crazy.
Really though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I was talking about. They knew to some degree, but I don't think they really knew.
Yeah.
But honestly, to some degree, even if you planned out D&D like that, I think the DM in the moment goes, I'm going to switch it up because I know what's better for this moment. And I think that was something he did. He's like, you're going to be in death saves.
Yeah.
Or something I saw.
And you're already going to be at 2 fails, two successions. We might kill your character in the first episode. Yeah. And there ain't no fucking way to come back.
There was one part that I watched that I really liked where Travis's character was attempting to grab her, and he rolled, and Brennan was like, "Now I don't mean to be cruel, but you actually haven't done it yet because you need to like break through this thing. So here's your options." And I was like, "Okay, that's doing something in my brain. I think I don't know. That's a very cool way to word that. Like, hey." I know it's like life or death. You're going to die in like episode 1. And I know this sounds like really mean, but like I established this and you have to, and Travis was like, oh yeah, no worries. Yeah. And I figured it out and I was like, I don't know. I like that. That was cool. All right. I think, what are we at? What time are we at?
That's a good question. I think we're at 32.
32. We're about halfway through. I think that's perfect time to take some questions, as we do here on the Arcane Launch podcast. Though we're gonna look at chat, guys. So if you want to throw down your questions in chat,
Dubs, 261 people here.
Holy God! Hello.
Just
What's
saying.
up? How you guys doing? Yeah. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you guys like listening to us talk about Critical Role. Yeah. Thanks for showing up. Hang on, I'm trying to get onto the freaking stream right now. But if you guys also want to Arcane Arcade, it'll kind of highlight them for us. But if you guys want to throw down some questions, and we can talk about them, it doesn't have to be about Critical Role. It can be about whatever.
Because there's so many, we should keep it swift too.
Exactly.
Only because I saw the first question, and that will not be swift.
Oh no! Did you really? I didn't even see anything. Yes, Brennan and his boys. Sorry. Ashley was rightfully aura farming this season.
I hope it only continues. I'm living for it.
Taisha is such a mama bear. Like she would throw hands if someone came out for her family.
Yes, she would.
Yes. Gabe said, I wonder how much influence their background is at play with their characters too. The reason why some of them have more status than others. I know. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Azarian105 asked, any big takeaways as a DM from the first game? Brennan only says when he's playing an NPC. And that is a level of power that I fear. So I guess what it's doing for me is it's making me go, oh, I shouldn't look at it like that's impossible. I can never do that. But like, oh, I can learn from this. There's a lot of really cool things I can, like, I was talking about that bit where he was talking about like, hey, don't mean to be cruel, but like, you got to roll for this. And I was like, oh, I like that. That's cool. I also love how much he sets up a situation and establishes what's going on and then lets the players play in it.
Yeah.
Instead of kind of doing the opposite, which I feel like I can fall into the trap of sometimes of being like, okay, you guys tell me what you want and then I'll give you what you want, you know? He does a really good job of just kind of knowing the characters and knowing a good scene for them. And it's like, fuck, that's so smart. So just from the first episode, that's what I'm taking away. I'm also taking away that Brandon is just insane.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yep.
He's good.
Very good. Allowing the players to break the rules a little bit to further the story.
There you go. Cook, dude.
I love it.
Cook.
I love it. I don't care if that's not how a message works or if that's not how. What was the other spell?
Oh yeah, there was that like
the enrichment spell that what's her character's name?
I don't remember what this is.
I don't remember
she
that
casts
either.
it on.
Taisha. She casts like on the house and the plants and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I just saw a lot of people being like, "That's not how that spell works." I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
That's not how that spell
What
works.
did it really do?
Check
to
that
the
out.
story besides, you know,
Push
Yeah.
your glasses up.
add to it.
Yeah. I mean, we literally had a rule break in the intro of the game.
Yeah.
Where there was the message spell that Brennan let be a part of the residual message. They got to telepathically communicate
Yeah.
even though they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
That's
it.
really
That's it.
awesome. That's only helping the
rules.
story.
Break the rules. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always okay to just like go further and then have to shoot far and then have to reel it back in anyways, you know? And they know what they're doing. It's their game.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's
Anyways.
so many questions in here.
Oh my God, there's so many. Okay. How did the portraits differ from your initial look at the portraits? Oh, how did the characters differ from your initial look at the portraits from Orison?
I think Ashley's is way stronger than I thought she was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought she was gonna be like as like ominous as help me here.
Yasha?
Mary-
No?
Yes. As Yasha?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Yeah.
She's some dark omen, and I love that. And I think that's super cool. I love her introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely not here to fuck around.
Yeah, and I thought she was gonna be kind of like a goth, like kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know, I still like kind of like a human.
Yeah.
But no, when Brennan says something ancient crawls on the city, I'm like, this is the coolest opening anyone's ever gotten in a D&D game ever.
I was with you. I thought Tyranny was going to be more of like a pious little lady.
Yeah,
And she's more of a gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that a lot. Like,
Yeah.
goddamn, I love a gremlin character so much. It
Well, we
makes
got
my
it.
brain feel
we
good.
got it with her.
The light, we asked if we talked about favorite characters already. Yeah, we did. We did. Sly Cinnamon Jack, any game you are excited to start or class to play? Oh, just in general on Arcane Arcade.
I want to play Paladin so bad. I want to play that goddamn Triton Paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Soon,
play it so
maybe.
bad.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah, we have a game coming up.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it, inklings here and there, but we have a new campaign coming up soon.
Very soon.
Lancer?
We have a Lancer campaign that we're starting very soon, and we really hope you guys like it. We're nearly got all our character art. We've nearly done all of our session zeros. It's gonna be taking the Kane slot once Kane is done. We're about halfway through Kane.
There aren't that many left.
Yeah, 2 more episodes, so a month ish. Look forward to Lancer. We're so excited about it. So, in case you don't know what that is, it's a TTRPG. It's mechs. It's an mech anime TTRPG kind of thing. It's Tom Bloom, right? So same.
Yeah, I think it's Tom Bloom and some a larger team.
Yeah.
But
And
I think
our GM, who is Jack, he is taking some inspirations and some rules from some other systems as well.
Yeah.
So we'll make a trailer. You guys will know about it, but that's what we're excited about. Zebra Oracle asked, what is each of your favorite animal? And if it's not clouded leopard, zebra, Komodo dragon, you're wrong, teehee. Whoa.
So
favorite animal?
I guess I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
I really like, I do like Komodo dragons. I like lizards a lot. Lizards are cool. I'm not a snake. I don't really like snakes as
Snakes
much.
scare me.
But they're cool still. But I think like a crocodile. I've always been fascinated by crocodiles
Yeah.
and alligators. I'm just like, damn, that's a dinosaur. Spooky. It's so cool. And I like how slow they are sometimes. They're just like. I also sometimes like some birds, like the little birds, the way they jump around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
What about you?
sparrow or
Yeah.
I really like possums.
Yeah.
They're my
possums are
favorite.
sick.
Yeah.
We used to have some in our backyard at our old house, and I miss them dearly.
I know they would have babies on their
They
back.
would have babies on their backs.
We like
I also I really like bugs. I like rosy maple moth. Spiders are cool. But that's it. Those are it.
Feel that.
What's your favorite animal?
Probably
Pet?
like a bat or like a chinchilla.
Okay, those are both cool.
Yeah.
Those are both really good.
I love that the chinchillas rolls around the dirt and they're like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
clean now.
Yeah.
And they don't just roll; they like tumble dry.
It's
Motherfuckers
very cute.
spin.
It's very cute.
Sketchy asked, which character interactions that we haven't seen are you looking forward to? Oh, that's a good question. I just want my two favorites to interact. I think I want Robbie and Matt
not
to
bad.
be like, hey, what's up?
that's
Yeah,
not
I
bad.
think any interaction between like Matt's character and the rest of the group, I'm very
Yeah.
interested to see.
Yeah,
But I don't know. And also the same with Ashley's character and the rest of the group. just because like when Ashley and Laura's characters meet.
I was about to say Ashley and Laura's character is going to be insane. Yeah, we're like building to that. I think so.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. You have one?
I would really like to see Ashley's character interact with Alex Ward's character.
Yeah.
They have similar vibes, and I feel like they really bond together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That boy's got some big old eyes.
He be peeping.
He does be peeping. I
like
it.
This way, you know what I mean?
Dwarven Fjorge asked, do you think Dunamancy will exist in this campaign since it was created as an Exandrian magic? I don't know. I mean, we've already had a homebrew spell. So, which
Clue's
was
good.
Clue.
Clue is
that was
the best spell we've gotten in a long time.
That was cool
Phenomenal.
as fuck. So I'm excited to see what we get. I think it'd be cool if Dunamancy was a thing, but I'm also looking forward to new stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Azarian105 asked, any big takeaways as a DM for the first game? We already answered that. Sorry. Draconi asked, what are your theories on Wick's power source, cleric, sorcerer, warlock, and his family's deal with demons?
There's so much going on there.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Is he a cleric? Right?
It says he's a cleric.
He's a cleric, but
he has charisma.
Yeah, he has that charisma, but no whiz.
You think that he's maybe going to it turns out I'm a warlock.
I don't know.
Or a divine soul sorcerer.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be very. I think that'd
see.
be very neat. But he could also just be like it's going to be like a growth of like wisdom, perhaps.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Like because he is at like the bottom of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume there's like a ranking of this like religion.
Yeah.
I love the idea of him just playing a really terrible cleric.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I think either way, it's really cool. Like if he's secretly like a sorcerer or a warlock.
That is one of my favorite things, is to tell a story through stats.
Yeah.
Like through abilities and numbers on your character sheet, and how that can tell a story.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Love that. I think that's why I like looking at stats. It's not for me to cross-reference with my rules knowledge of D&D. I don't give a fuck, because they're doing whatever they want. To me, it's just fun to see, like, okay, I would love it if it was in any kind of fictional media. If there was like, here's the stats of this character. I'd be like, ooh, I want to see, because like it's about the choice that the creator is making to give those stats to a character.
Yeah.
So getting to see that, I don't know, it informs about choices they're making within the character itself. So it's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Hit point total and AC, whatever.
Yeah.
That's just for combat helpfulness. I don't. It's more like, why is your strength that? That's really interesting. I want to know. That gives me some information about your character. Yeah. Let's see. Hup asked, does flashback work in common home games to jump in so deep and then flashback to an event?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are several systems that even built it in.
We've done it before. A couple of times.
Yeah.
It can be a little jarring sometimes, but because you're like, oh, I think for me as a player, when that happens, it doesn't happen a lot, but like in the times where I have had those moments, I'm like, okay, I kind of got to rethink about this. And then it's like, okay, I got it. I can figure it out. Jack has done it a bunch in our Eberron City of Towers game, where there have been points where we've like flashed back and had moments where we were like, Jack is like explaining backstory stuff, and then we get to kind of like help narrate it. And oh god, it's so much fun.
Justin in our Sunday game is running the Marvel system, and he does whole sessions that are origin stories for our characters, and we go back, and the person whose origin story is that day plays their character but a little weaker, and everyone else then plays NPCs in their story. So we're still really attentive to it. It's not just the DM and them playing at the same time, but everyone gets to be like NPCs that help play that narrative out. It's very cool. That's not really the question, but it is similar to like you could even go deeper if you wanted to. You could go far deeper, and I think you'd get a lot out of it.
I really love that idea because it allows for the flashback to be like this really cool like story piece that everybody gets to play in.
Yeah.
I ever since you told me that, I'm like I have a bit in Fallout Sub-Zero where I really want to do that, and so we're probably going to do that because I think that would be a lot of fun. Albert, Matt Harrier, asked, Albert. So how likely do you think someone will multi-class into monk in C4? It would be cool to see Travis's character go into monk a little bit.
That boy's going to be a monk.
That would be so sick.
He's going to punch someone in the dome.
Oof, that voice.
Yeah.
I know.
Very good.
Travis talked for like 5 seconds, and I said, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to handle hearing Travis talk like this the entire campaign. God damn.
So cool.
Bren the Brain asked, I don't know if you have answered this before, but I'm curious, what is your favorite parts of world building? It's an interesting question because particularly enjoy world building very much. It's not. There have been times where I have like done some world building and I like it, but I always end up just like writing like stories about characters, and then I'm like, I don't know if this counts as world building, and I think it is. But I really like to look at a world from the perspective of the people who live in it, and that's for me because I can't. It's really hard for me to look at it from like an outer like God perspective, because then it starts to not make sense to me. So it's like, okay, well, this happened and then this happened and then this happened, and then I don't know. I kind of build it as I go, kind of thing. What are you laughing?
Nothing. Please continue. I do not want to derail you.
But I think my favorite part of world building is like making maps. I fucking love making maps. I love making like making like, if it's a fantasy map, I love drawing it and putting where everything is supposed to go and how they're all connected. Or like with Fallout, which I was kind of doing today because I was doing some Sub-Zero prep today. I go into freaking Google Earth and I like make little maps out of it, and I love doing that. It's so much fun. So I don't know if that counts as world building. I like doing that. Writing lore though, that's hard. And I try to do it good, but it's a difficult thing to do for me. But some people are really good at it. So, what do you guys like about world building?
I like establishing familial connections with characters.
Yeah, that's really good.
Having a big family and shaping this, like, these people are why I'm like this.
Yeah.
Or, I like doing that.
That was very cool.
Your turn.
I hate D&D.
I
I don't like anything about it.
don't like doing part of it.
I'm just playing.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you like D&D the most out of everybody. And I love that because I kind of fall in and out of it. Right now, I'm into it. Yeah. But it was really funny. We were in the middle of the episode, and there was a bit where you were like, "I love D&D." Like you were just like, "I really want to play. I hate that this makes me really want to play now."
I love it. I love it. I'm still in a D&D era, but I spent 10 years in a Cyberpunk era. So for me to be like, what about that? I'm like, there's a whole like world in here I can
like
interact
5
with.
more years of D&D era left then?
That's what I'm saying. I got a couple more. I got 1 or 2 more stories, and then I'm going to tell something different, I think.
Yeah.
Because Pilgrim's over, I can already start seeing the horizon, and there's some cool shit.
Yep. Happy Wolf asked, how would you rate the episode? 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's only going to get better from here. That's what I'd say. A Michelin 5-star.
Yeah.
I think that 5 stars.
Yeah, good dinner.
Yeah. I always thought a Michelin 5-star was because the Michelin Man. I was like, I don't really know what tires had to do with food, but I like that he's there.
He's eating. He's eating the dinner.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it.
I'm unsure what this question is asking, but it says, Mojo asked, what is the line you are most excited for? Like figuring out why the grandma let Thajazi go.
I think the demon thing's probably the most interesting to me right now.
I agree.
There was
the way that like the nail heated up when they got closer to the door.
Yeah, the demons, the fairy stuff,
so cool.
The whole like fairyland and the what was the place that that Ashley's from is called? There's there is some weird like superstitious shit that's like, I know there's a demon around because that thing heats up. My brain goes,
I love that.
I want it more. Please.
I think I have 2 things. They reference like the shadow that is following Sir Julian, and I don't know if that's like if there's like actually something physically following him, or if it was like the shadow of like his reputation.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Either way, sick. And then there's like the connection of whatever was in that box that broke out at the end, and Talison's character, because they're both like they were both masks, and he like says like it's like a very similar mask to what he's wearing.
Yes.
But it's like more of like a darkened version, which is sick. Yeah.
Evan Salthouse asked, what did you guys think about Thajazi? Who is that? Is that the guy?
The guy,
oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Thajazi.
Well, I thought he had a different name. Was that his last name?
No.
That's really his name?
I think I don't know what's pronounced.
Well, how is it pronounced? Because I'm reading
Thajazi, but I'm not sure.
Well, sorry, I forgot how it's. Is it it's Thiazi?
Thiazi, there you go.
Sorry. I was fully saying the J.
Yeah.
I was hitting that hard J. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
What type of person/leader do you think he was, and how influential will his death be across Ahriman? Love the pod, Hart. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Right now, it definitely feels like he he was killed to further this agenda that this religion has, or that they're trying to establish.
I think that it's the start of this domino effect, because if I look at it like a GM, I wanted to do something similar with Descent, where I had like an enacting event, and if I had one thing I wish I could go back and fix about our Descent campaign, is that I would have started it earlier in our session zeros, because the defining event of our campaign was that gate incident where all those people got killed in that like attack. I should have made that game 1. And I made it our session 0 game 1, but if I would have watched campaign 4, I would have gone, oh, I'm actually going to start it here, because having a defining event create the rest of the story is very cool. Yeah. And I think it's a domino effect of like, here's a small thing like Thiazi dying leading to like, I don't know, creation of God or something. Who fucking knows? But like, I think that's what I see in the inner machinations of a DM's mind. That if it was me, what I would want to do with it. That like, it's also just such a, I think just in a storytelling sense, it's such like a cool way to get all of the characters connected in a neat way over a person who has died. It's such a great, like, significant event to ground everybody. Like, this is the reason why the story is happening. So there could be so many different things that come out of this, but I don't know. It has a lot of potential. A lot of potential.
I agree. I agree with all
that. Let's see. JB asked, what do you guys think of the first roll of the game? Crazy. Liam rolls the first roll and it's a goddamn 20.
Yeah.
That's, it's something there.
It's very
Some
cool.
kind of spark.
Yeah. It's very cool.
I don't know.
Insane. Grayson Turner asked, do you have any theories so far, like plot, subclasses, backstories, etc.?
No, not yet, I don't think.
I'm trying to think.
I think we're going to get some like weird tyranny as Hellboy type thing. Because like Hellboy's like the prince of like hell, but he got like shunted here.
Yeah.
There has to be some with tyranny is like this nonchalant girl. But then she's like, "Oh no, you're just like the heir of this horrible like demon, like demon throne. You have to come back."
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. I don't. That's all just fan theory right now. But I really, I think she's like has this really carefree attitude, but something's gonna knock her on her ass.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like, "No, I don't want to rule hell."
Yeah. I
Thanks,
like it
bro.
here.
Yeah. I have a wacky crazy theory, and then I have a more tame theory.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Which one should I do
Wacky
first?
crazy first.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course,
wacky crazy is that somebody secretly loved Thiazi and is pregnant with his child.
someone actively is pregnant.
I think that's my crazy wacky theory.
There ain't no fucking
That
way
his
somebody's
kid's gonna show up.
Actively
That his
pregnant.
kid
New
is-
child,
Pregnant.
post dad death,
Post dad.
pregnant.
Jeez.
Someone is,
And it's crazy because it's a man.
and
Preg's real.
and that's Chris Perkins' character. He's
The
gonna play.
baby?
He's gonna play a newborn baby.
Oh my god.
He just sits at the table going,
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
"Wait, hang on, I can do better baby cry than
Okay,
that."
let's hear it.
Hang on,
Oh,
I can do it. I can do it. Hang
No,
on.
no, no,
I don't-
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think I
no,
want
no,
you
Guys,
to.
guys, let me cook. Let me
I heard
cook.
1
Come on,
second,
I can do.
don't
No.
wanna hear anymore.
Yeah, that's what Chris Perkins does the whole time at the table. He does that.
I would unsubscribe from Beacon. I would unsubscribe
Yeah.
if they asked why I linked the timestamp to that.
Yeah.
Abria has to hold him the whole campaign.
Okay, actually, that's funnier.
She rubs his
Yeah.
bald head.
Yeah.
That's actually way
And
funnier.
then Brennan is like, I think now would be a good time to introduce Russell Crowe. Come on in, buddy. And he's
not
like,
Russell Crowe.
I am the one who killed the Aussie. I am the one who killed
Wow,
him.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
what's your not crazy theory,
Yeah.
please?
I didn't mean to throw him off that hard. He ran off into the ditch himself.
No,
I am
no,
glad the Aussie is dead.
that's enough.
I want him to be dead now.
That's enough.
No.
What's your regular theory? Please, no more. Please.
My regular theory is that Matt's character is going to die.
Wow.
I think he's going to fight like a player character and he's going to get killed.
Whoa, that's cool. Actually,
Yeah.
that's so
the
fucking
crazy
cool.
one?
And then he'll have
Have him duel to the death.
I think so. I think there's going to be a fight at some point. Somebody's going to fight him, and he's either going to die and be resurrected, or die and he'll have a new character.
I don't think they're gonna do that again.
What
but
the fuck? Me as a fan of your baby cry. I hate that.
Mia liked it.
Yeah. I hate
Thank you,
that.
Mia. Thank you. I'm getting outnumbered over here. All right.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I was having fun, and she made me stop. She silenced me.
Good.
Yeah.
Being silenced, gang.
It's different when I'm here and they're over the.
Yeah, with the when
internet.
they're free.
Stop.
Wait. Let me do the Javert baby.
No. You sounded like a goat.
He's the baby.
I'm gonna pass out.
Hugh Jackman's the baby.
That's terrible.
Next question,
Okay.
please.
Anything else, please
okay.
free us. Oh, we're under 300 people now. You scared them away.
That's so many
You
people.
scared them away.
They're like, I'm getting out of here.
scared 'em.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. What time are we at?
We have a whole
4 minutes?
4 minutes left.
We got 4 minutes to answer
Cook it.
4 questions.
4 minutes.
Okay, let's see. Lord Goob. My favorite parts might actually be Sam's character with his family, to be honest. That wasn't a question. Thank you, Lord Goob, though.
Yeah.
Gavin Scabber0513 asked, what were your thoughts about Robbie's character using the clue spell? It was badass, and I
sick.
loved it.
So good. Clue's good.
Such a cool way to speed up doing Witcher senses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was
Drop
great.
the spell.
Yeah.
I want to use it.
I know. I want to use that
Also,
spell too.
Ranger
Give it to
good.
me. Give it to me. Give it to me
Ranger
right now.
great.
I want to use it.
Ranger Breath class.
Brittany asked, Brendan is so intelligent and experienced. He somehow continues to blow my mind every time the DM's the main is playing on a different level. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Loves his craft.
Yes. Oh, okay. Gabe asked, any new GM takeaways that you think you'll implement after seeing such a huge group being so well time managed? Things you'd implement or even remove heading forward.
I'm gonna have a 3-person table.
You do the opposite?
I'm gonna have 3 people at the table.
Smaller table.
Yeah, smaller table.
Yeah.
Me and my partner.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. A one-on-one session.
Yeah.
You know, I have no idea how often I want to do that. And Spencer's like, no. And I'm like, all right.
Sorry.
And then
She hates it.
And then you baby cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I go,
Don't. This is
She goes over and punches you in the throat.
This is exactly why.
stop playing! Stop! I don't want to play Curse of Strahd and everybody's a baby. And I'm just like, why not? It's fun. He's like, I am the ancient. I am the land. I don't know. I think my main takeaways are that, like, it's... if your players give you a lot of trust, which my players do, and it's very kind of them and very cool of them to do that. It's honestly really easy just to like create a scenario that is really fitting for their characters and just be like, all right, have fun, and that's cool. Just to kind of like curate a scene for my players. I want to do that more, and Brendan did that really well, and it made me go, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna try that.
Made me think
That's
a little
fun.
bit.
Yeah. Oh, I see. We got to the part where we talked about Lancer because everybody's like, Lancer, woo, yeah, woo. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Running through this. Oh, hey, Lord Goob has been a member for 8 months, and he said, "I curse you with the shits."
Oh, I love that.
Thanks, man.
I'm sure I'll need that later.
Appreciate that.
Had some cheese today.
Oh.
I'm scrolling
need
through
that.
this. Tree Man has been a member for 19 months and said, "Howdy, I'm currently running a Fallout campaign, and my players are exploring an old factory. I need a scary monster to chase them through the factory. Any suggestions?"
This is our last one. So you better
Scary
get.
monster?
Okay,
you better
scary monster, old
get
factory.
The scariest one you can find.
Bear baby.
Why'd you pick it up? We have like a minute left. He's gonna be the Jabber baby for 60 seconds.
No, that's just for
Oh.
the game, not for him.
I see.
I would do.
An old factory.
Okay. Old factory worker who is either a ghoul or a super mutant. You can pick either one.
Oh.
I would go with super mutant. And they're like slightly dead or like only being kept alive by either some strange like fungus or the FEV virus that turned them into the super mutant itself. And they have melded with parts of the factory. So they have like rusty metal like parts like riveted onto their body that they've been using to like keep themselves alive for some reason. I'm just imagining like a big like creature with like a bunch of like metal parts all over them, like gears.
Yeah.
And they have like some sort of like weapon that like it's like a giant bludgeoning weapon, like slam them into the ground and like spatter them into a bunch of pieces. So something like that. Or you could do the same thing with like a ghoul. They're like kind of undead, but they're like really fast. They're kind of like the little sisters in or the big sisters in BioShock 2, where they kind of like skitter around on the ceilings and shit. So and they just like rattle around with all of the ancient factory workings. They crawl in the vents and
That's a good
tubes
idea.
and shit. That's what I would do. That sounds fun.
That's good.
And scary.
I like that.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining for this episode. But hey, it doesn't end here. If you guys want to come join, we're going to do the bonus episode for the members. So if you're on our $10 tier for our members, you can come join, watch the live stream, hang out and chat with us, because it's going to be shareholders meeting time, and we're gonna hang out with y'all. So thank you guys for joining for this episode, this live episode. We're probably going to do it again for the 200th episode of the podcast. That's true. Appreciate all the questions. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Thanks for supporting us.
I think we should switch back to the Sinclair Dinosaur, and I better see some salutes in the chat.
Yeah. Salutes in the chat.
Yeah. All right.
For our
stand up for the national anthem. Everybody salute the goddamn president.
Okay.
Hey members, what's up? Welcome to the bonus episode of this live episode that we're doing. Live members episode. Have we ever done this before?
No.
Once?
So.
No? Never? Holy shit. First live members episode.
Not members.
That's fun. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the main. That was cool. There were like 300 freaking people there. That was
going to have
nuts.
to be on that thing.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
On that thing.
I'm pulling that thing up.
Member thing.
It still says they're waiting for it.
Pulling on your thing.
Interesting.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, no. You even here?